All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. The bonus to the apostles and elders here at Great Millstone rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. All right, this is the brother Barak coming at you with another lesson. I pray it's edifying and exhorting. It's going to be an exhortation lesson, quick, straight to the point. The Lord is speaking to his elect through the signs. And how do we know that he's speaking to us? Because the disciples asked him what would be the sign of thy coming, right? So tonight being September 17th, year 2024, hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, right? So tonight is a harvest moon, super moon, lunar eclipse, right? So we go get into the scriptures, but what really stuck out to me, this I had typed in earlier what time is the eclipse tonight. So it says the lunar eclipse will reach its maximum phase whereby the moon is obscured by Earth's darkest shadow, the umbra, at approximately 10:44 p.m. You see? Eastern. That'll be Eastern time, right? So 10:44 p.m. Eastern. And we pray and hope that we part of the elect, man. And the elect consists of the 144,000 men, 12,000 men from each tribe. Okay, then it's also a great multitude, right? An innumerable multitude. So that's the times that we living in, Akim, man. The Lord is coming back to redeem us, right? So now let's jump here to the book of Romans on the right side of the screen. Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It says, "In that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe," right? So our salvation is drawing nigh, Akim, and we got to continue to push forward and trust in the Lord. Hey man, it's looking beautiful, man. The Lord is finna come and deliver us. He's going to come redeem us. Brothers at this point in the game, brothers that been doing this. I'm just a younger brother in the faith, but ultimately, the Lord has given us that faith, right? So you have to have that faith that the Lord is going to come back and deliver you. Yeah, we still got to go through, some trials and tribulation, but ultimately we know all those things is given from the Lord, and we believe that he's going to deliver us from those things. He brought us this far. We giving him our all on this end, and we continue to grow and continue to pray to him day in and day out. So what do you expect? Do you expect the Lord to deliver you? Right? Even if you have little faith is better than no faith, because if you don't have no faith, that means the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. But if you got little faith, the Lord can still work with you, because without faith, it is impossible to please him. So you can have little faith and the Lord will build your faith up, But matter of fact, let's grab Luke 18. Luke chapter 18, because this is what Yahweh Shah is looking for. Luke 18 and 8. It says in the KJV, "I tell you that he will avenge them speedily." Who will he avenge speedily? His elect. "Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, should he find faith on the earth?" Okay. You see? In the NLT it says, when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on the earth who have faith? Ooh, that's the elect, right? Because we understand, we spoke about the 144,000, but don't forget about that great innumerable multitude. Men, women, and children, man. Okay? Right? Those who have faith in Yahweh Shah, man, is going to be delivered. So, brothers, we got to keep that faith and continue to push, man. Right? So now let's jump over here to Luke chapter 21. That'll be on the, let me see if I can move it, make it bigger like that. Okay, Luke 21 on the right side of the screen. And let's see here. Luke 21:7, it says, "And they asked him, saying, Master," so this is the disciples asking Yahweh Shai, "Master, but when should these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?" Right? So what sign should they be? Let's grab that and over here so I get that blue letter for sign. What sign should there be? You see, because that's what we looking for. Without at this time, restore the kingdom of heaven to the nation of Israel. Sign, Samion, a sign, mark, token, that by which a thing, that by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others and is known. A sign, prodigy, portent, i.e., an unusual occurrence, transcending the common course of nature. You see? So this is unusual. And what makes this eclipse unusual? Eclipse is not happening every day. Every day is not an eclipse. That's why these things are known as phenomenon. This is transcending. It's going above the common course of nature, right? Signs portending remarkable events soon to happen. So really, these signs are omens of what? That our salvation is coming. And we understand that judgment, trials, tribulation, we understand about Jacob's trouble. These things must come to pass, right? Before salvation. But all in all, what? Salvation is still coming. And that's what we're fighting for. That's what we're hoping for. Okay? Last definition here says, of miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates the men sent by him. Woo! You see? Or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is the Most High's. And another sign that he's going to give is those spiritual powers, man. That's going to authenticate, okay, who the Lord is dealing with. The Lord delivering us from various trials and tribulations. That's going to authenticate that the Lord is dealing with us, right? You see? And the day when the Lord make up his jewels, he's going to spare us as a father spares his sons, man. They're not going to be able to harm or touch the elect, man. You see? Let's see if there's anything else here. To give a sign, to signify, indicate, to make known. So how it says, reading again, Luke 21:7, and when they asked him, saying, Master, but when should these things be, and what sign would there be when these things shall come to pass? So how will you make known that you're on your way? How will you make known that you're coming back to redeem us, right? So now let's jump down to, this is, parallel to Matthew the 24th chapter, Mark the 13th chapter. You want to read them in all the Gospels to get, all the meat off the bone, right? But let's jump down to Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And, this is a twofold scripture because it goes hand in hand with, the time of 70 AD, when Jerusalem was trodden down by the Romans, right? But it's also pertaining to, because Yahushua didn't return at that time, but that was a warning for, Jerusalem to be overthrown. But this is also pertaining to the return of Yahushua, right? So Luke 21:25, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon. Earlier this year, we had a solar eclipse, and it's also, I believe, in October, another solar eclipse is supposed to be coming. And it's heavy right now because what? Right now, we're in the Feast of Tabernacles. So the Lord is speaking through his high holy days, you see? Through his high holy days. That's how we know we right on time. Because what? Last week on the 10th, right? You see? It was the 11th. Last week on the 11th was the Day of Atonement, from the 11th to the 12th, right? You see? Then now the Lord swing right back around with the lunar eclipse. Come on, that's the Lord speaking to us, man. You see? But it all comes with faith. You got to believe these things. Luke 21:25, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, right? And that's what we see. We seeing the signs in the sky, in the heavens, right? And we also see what? Distress of the nations. We see people bugging out, hyperinflation, right? Famines, right? We see these nations gearing up for war, right? Okay. I think it was another one in this chapter as well. Let's see here. That might be one up. Yep, it's like it. Luke 21:11. Let me highlight that. It says, I'll start at 10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. We seeing these things, right? And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. We seeing those as well. Earthquakes is popping off all over the place. And famines, we see that. We see that being ushered in as well. And pestilences, we see that as well. And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. See, these are great signs. This is something, magnificent that Esau, he can't put his hand on this. This is directly from the Lord. This is the Lord speaking to us, man. He's a man of his word. Now let's jump to the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. And it reads, KJV, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You see? So these things that we're reading, these signs, these tokens, these things was purposely written and given to us in these last days, right? For us to understand why. For our learning, that we through patience. So although we suffering, but what? Through patience and comfort of the scriptures. Although we suffering, we patiently waiting for the Lord. But what? The scriptures is comforting us that we might have hope. This is what increases our faith when we watching. You see, the Lord said to watch. Watch ye therefore and pray. You see? So what are we watching? First and foremost, we got to watch ourselves, keep on our body, but also, be occupied in prophecy, waiting on the Lord. You see? The Lord still got us in this thing, so we got to just continue to endure, man. Because what we expecting is salvation. We're expecting to be delivered, brothers. I believe that's Jeremiah 29 and 11. It says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Woo! You see? So it goes to your expectation. Where's your faith at? Do you expect the Lord to deliver you? I expect the Lord to deliver me, Lord willing, man. You see? And it's just by faith, right? It's not by works, although we strive to do the best we can. But ultimately, man, you just give the Lord your all, man. Believe. Trust in him. Show your faith by your works. Don't take your hand off the plow. Continue to fight. And trials and tribulations go come. But don't worry about it, because the Lord, he's going to deliver us from all these things. Let's grab that in Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. And it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see? So everybody's going to be tried, right? We understand that. But what the Lord says, since you have kept my word, right, I'm going to keep you, right? So all we got to do is keep the word of the Lord patience, man. Continue to suffer and continue to endure, right? Take whatever come upon us cheerfully, because always remember, it's the Lord. The Lord woundeth, he healeth. The Lord bring us down, and he bring us up. It's all about trusting in him. Who can endure? Who's going to constantly believe in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua? Romans the 8th chapter tell you that nothing should separate us from the love of the Lord. Let's grab this here in 1 Corinthians, because we just read about that temptation, right? This is his first 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. It says, therefore, it's like there have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the most high is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. You see? So just as we read in Revelation 13:10, ooh, that's the spirit. I just realized this, because we read that in Revelation 13:10, right? So this is backwards. 1 Corinthians 10:13. Salakia, not 13:10, 3 and 10. Salakia. Jake got a little too hyped. So we read that in Revelation 3 and 10, but now this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. Same numbers, 1s and 3s, 0, 1s and 3s. So it's still the spirit at the end of the day. Because just like we speaking about that 10:44 p.m., what time the lunar eclipse is going to show, we quoted earlier, the Lord speaks through what? Signs, through numbers, through people, through dreams, through vision. The Lord can speak to you in many different ways, right? But what he said in Revelation 3:10, he's going to keep you from the hour of temptation. And then we just read here in 1 Corinthians 10:13 that he will make a way, but with the temptation also will make a way to escape. So that's how the Lord's going to keep you, brothers, man. So, keep your faith. Those crowns are coming. We just got to endure. The scriptures say he that endureth unto the end, that same shall be saved. So you should have a mindset of faith on you that, hey, man, I believe I can endure to the end. I believe it's not that we can endure to the end, but that we believe that the Lord is going to keep us until the end. You can put up a prayer, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, Babakusha, 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 Shamar Naya, Lakwataza. Okay? Shamar, meaning keep. When you say Shamar Naya, mean keep me, Lakwataza, to the end. Okay? You see? So it's all about, prayer, faith, But yeah, that's it, brothers, man. Rejoice. Matter of fact, let's grab this here. We can close out on this. We'll close out here in Revelation 18. and 20. Revelation 18:20, it says, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, For the Most High have avenged you on her. Right? And this is a vision that John the Revelator saw. So really, this place is already done, man. Right? We just waiting on what? Because the scripture say that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Right? So this place is already done. We just waiting on the Lord to usher it in. Okay? You see? So rejoice. Our salvation is nigher than when we first believed. Right? The Most High have avenged us, man. Let's get that word avenged. Krino. To separate, put asunder, to pick out, select, choose. Woo! That goes to the elect right there. The Lord chose us over this place, man. Okay. Let's see. Let's jump down and get some context. To be judged, i.e. summoned to trial, that one's case may be examined and judgment passed upon it. That's right. You see? So we've been catching hell over here, but guess what? Now the Lord is judging this place, man. The Lord is lifting us up, and he's going to bring us out, and he's going to bring this whore down, man. Okay? So rejoice, man. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well, whom I learned from. Peace, salutation to the elect. Shalom.